This is the modern day Maharaja WWE Champion, Jinder Mahal, and you're watching me on Indian Express. Reaction has been awesome. I've been here for 2 days now, and everywhere we stop, fans come up to me, wanting a picture, telling me, how big of an inspiration I am to them, or how big of a fan they are of me. And this is just a small taste of what's to come. December 8th and 9th just been announced. 2 blockbuster events. I will be taking on Kevin Owens for this WWE Championship. Looking very forward to it. I know the fans in WWE India are so passionate. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to perform here last time WWE was here. I wasn't with WWE, but all the other superstars are telling me the crowd was the loudest they have ever heard. And I can only imagine how loud they're going to be when Jinder Mahal, the first ever Indian WWE Champion, makes history by defending this WWE Championship here on Indian soil. So please, fans, come out, show your support, show your love, and I will be defeating Kevin Owens for this WWE Championship here on Indian soil. Yeah, the journey is storied, definitely. I've had my bottoms, and I've definitely seen the top, and I'm here right now as WWE Champion. I got released in 2014, due in large to the fact that I had become unmotivated. So I almost, going away was the best thing that happened to me. Having my dream taken away remotivated me, got me refocused, and it made me really appreciate what I had in WWE. And one day I just stopped drinking, I started training hard again, I started dieting again, and 2 months later WWE called me to come back. And even when I came back, I didn't come back as WWE Champion. I came back bottom of the card. I had to work my way up slowly, just through hard work. I'm still working my way up. Even though I'm WWE Champion, this is nowhere, where I haven't hit my maximum potential yet. My potential is far beyond this. I want to go down in history as one of the greatest WWE champions of all time, and I need to have great matches against great opponents, like someone like Kevin Owens here on a history-making night, two history-making nights, December 8th and December 9th. They're going to be blockbuster events, and I know they're going to be super successful, and I know WWE will be coming back to India very soon after that, and hopefully every time WWE comes, I am defending either WWE Championship, Universal Championship. I want to make all of India very proud. I want to represent India the best way possible, because India has so much talent, and it's about time that we start being recognized for it on a global basis. Not so soon, but obviously you don't become WWE Champion by accident. It was my goal. I was working very hard at this goal, and I was presented the opportunity to be in the six-pack challenge match for the #1 contendership. I wasn't expecting it to happen that quick, but I knew it would happen someday, because when you're working hard, you're undeniable. You can't deny someone who's motivated. If your goal is become WWE Champion or US Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Tag Team Champion, anything is possible as long as you're willing to put in the hard work. And I know WWE is a place that rewards hard work. I see guys like Roman Reigns, someone like Seth Rollins. I've seen them become WWE Champion, and I also see how much work they put in. And sky is truly the limit, and I see the hard work that someone like Kavita Devi is putting in right now at the moment. First ever woman to compete in a WWE ring. She's working very hard. So I think we've just seen the beginning of what's her potential. I think there's still way more to come, not only for her, but for other Indian WWE superstars. We have Jeet Rama, Kishan Raftar training at the Performance Center right now. And last year in Dubai, 10 Indian prospective WWE superstars tried out. Hopefully we see some of them get signed in the future, or many others. India is such a place that has so much talent that is undiscovered still. But they will be discovered, if they keep working hard, keep putting themselves out there. And I definitely won't be the last WWE Champion of Indian descent. I'm definitely more motivated. I worked very hard to become WWE Champion, but I'm working even harder to stay WWE Champion and establish my legacy as one of the greatest WWE Champions of all time. I just surpassed someone like Roman Reigns, even AJ Styles, their length of reign, you know, I've surpassed them. I've held the WWE Championship longer than all of those guys that I just named. You know, it's my goal to go down in history as one of the all-time greats. You know, I see someone like John Cena, 16-time world champion. I don't want him to be 17-time. You know why? Because I want to be 17-time. I want to be that flag bearer that is John Cena. You know, he's a global superstar. You know, he's crossed over into films. I want to do the same. You know, I want to cross over to Bollywood. You know, I can see myself playing, you know, the villain opposite someone like Hrithik Roshan or Akshay Kumar. You know, imagine them coming into our world inside WWE, you know, either competing, hopefully with me. You know, I think that would be awesome. You know, sky is really, honestly, the limit. Yeah, I actually had heard that rumor. I just heard someone tweeted me it, but I had said this before in interviews a couple weeks past, last couple months. People asked me what my dream match is. I said Brock Lesnar. You know, imagine the Universal Champion versus WWE Champion. So that's definitely a big matchup. I'm Brock Lesnar, you know, wants to take on the modern day Maharaja. He may be the beast incarnate, but there's a reason why I'm the modern day Maharaja. Yeah, some of the challenges I faced. So my parents were born in India. They immigrated to Canada. So I was born in Canada, first generation, and you know, my parents made a lot of sacrifices. They moved across the world, you know, for me and my brother and my sister to have opportunities like this. This is exactly what they made that sacrifice for. You know, all their sacrifices motivated me, just like I want to motivate the next generation of WWE superstars or Indian youth. You know, I want to encourage everybody to follow your dreams, but whatever they may be, however crazy they may be. Don't let anybody tell you that something is not possible. You know, anything is possible with hard work, and I'm living proof of that. You know, that was definitely a challenge, but yeah, you know what? Every day is a challenge as WWE Champion. You know, it's not easy being a WWE superstar, but I use that. You know, I use those challenges as motivation. You know, I get asked this question often, like, "Oh, you still you still get butterflies? Are you still nervous?" Before every single match. But as soon as that music hits, I come out of that curtain. You know, it's all confidence, and that's the way I have to be, and that's the way it's gonna be in India. I mean, you know, I have that much confidence when the whole arena is booing me. Imagine what it's gonna be like when the whole arena is cheering for me. Yeah, Bret Hart is my idol growing up, and he's actually my good friend now. We text back and forth. It's amazing how you know, one day growing up, you know, you see these larger-than-life characters, like they're superheroes to me. You know, like Bret Hart was my Superman. In a way, you know, I wanted to grow up to be just like him, and now, you know, we have a personal relationship, you know, that's very, very cool. It just goes to show you anything is possible. That's the message I want to share to the Indian youth. You know, anything is possible right now. You guys might be, you know, watching me. You guys might come to the shows and cheer me on, and then someday you might be, you know, performing against me. You might be beating me for this very championship, just like I beat Randy Orton, someone who I watched while I was still in high school. It definitely is added pressure, but I thrive off that pressure. You know, that love that the WWE Universe here in India is going to give me is going to drive me, it's going to motivate me. Kevin Owens is obviously a very, very tough opponent. He's a former Universal Champion. You know, he's a world-class athlete. He's a prize fighter. You can see what he did with Shane at the Hell in the Cell. You know, he's ruthless. But this right here proves that I'm the best in the world. You know, I'm the 50th ever WWE Champion, and I am the pride of India. You know, and I'm going to have all the Indian fans, you know, cheering me on, and I'm not going to disappoint that night. I'm training hard, I'm coming in the best condition possible, and I'm going to give it my all.